Heartbreak, drama. The 10th stage of the Dakar Rally had it all and more, as Toyota Gazoo Racing endured its most difficult day at the world's toughest race in Saudi Arabia. Nasser Al-Attiyah and Mathieu Baumel started just 24 seconds behind overall leaders Carlos Sainz and Lucas Cruz. But by the end of the day, the gap had increased to almost 19 minutes.
Yesterday I think we lose Dakar, because we was behind Stefan, and after we cannot do anything, because suddenly after 15 minutes we are checking, and Carlos is coming, and he finds the road, and after just we try to follow, and then it was cancel stage, and we cannot really recover any times.
Fernando Alonso and Mark Comer meanwhile recovered from a dramatic roll early in the stage to get their Hilux over the line in one piece.
It was not scary, when you crash at 250 or 260 in a Formula 1, if you roll at 40 kph, it feels like in a slow motion, but it has been a lot of talk about this roll, because today that I recover the network, I have like 60 SMS, from all my friends, if I was okay. So it's sad, that there are so much talk about this small thing and not enough talk about our performance, I think.
With the finish line in sight, competitors took on the second half of the marathon stage on what was the penultimate day of the 42nd Dakar Rally. The route, almost 750 kilometers to Harad, 379 of which consisted of the special segment, featuring a stretch of Saudi Arabia's most magnificent dunes. Nasser Al-Attiyah and Mathieu Baumel needed to produce an exceptional performance if they were to have any hope of defending their title. They certainly delivered. The pair came home in second place, just 10 seconds behind stage leader Stefan Hansel. But crucially, they ended well ahead of Sainz and Cruz as they closed the gap at the top to 10 minutes and 17 seconds.
Today we pushed, but it was really not easy. Now we try to finish second, with Stefan, because I am sure Stefan he will push tomorrow. But okay, still 300 left, and nobody will know.
We lost the Dakar a little bit every day. We get 9 or 10 punctures. We had some problem with the speed, the top speed of our car compared to the buggy. And finally, yes, I missed the way yesterday, and we lost 15 minutes in one time. For sure, it's not the best option to win the Dakar. But now we need to fight for the second place.
While 57-year-old Sainz is still favourite to capture his third Dakar crown, Al-Attiyah and Baumel did enough to put themselves in contention come the final stage. The victor is anything but a foregone conclusion, especially when it comes to the Dakar.
It will be difficult, but still we will push until the end. It's never finish until the podium. I heard that maybe the stage will be shortened, so it's maybe good for us. I don't know how it will be tomorrow, the difficulty on navigation or the technicity of the piste, but should be still possible. So for sure we'll do our best to still fight and keep this second place.
No, it's not over yet. Look, I think tomorrow is a tricky navigation, and Nasser push like crazy, like he does already 2 weeks, and I think let's see what he can do tomorrow.
Janelle de Villiers and Alex Harrow, fresh from an outstanding drive in the first half of the marathon, picked up from where they left off, ending the day in 6th position while cracking the overall top 5 in the process.
Okay, long day, 2 days. Yesterday was I'm not happy when they cut the stage because we was pushing, and we need things to take time. But okay, it was for safety reasons that they cut the stage, and we don't have to do anything else.
It was okay. Not easy. Yesterday and today, a lot of complicated dunes with a lot of big drops. So it was not a stage that made one feel comfortable. You break sometimes for a crest, and then you are upset with yourself. But then the other time you are really happy that you break, and then you have a 10 or 15 meter drop. So. It was survival sort of thing, and this morning was really tricky. The first 100 k's. Luckily, the sand was wet. Otherwise, I think it would have been much more difficult. But the rest was fine. It was good for us, and we're happy to be here.
Bernard ten Brink and Tom Kulsul went 2 places better in this stage. The Dutch driver and his Belgian navigator conquered the tricky terrain to perfection, to finish the stage in 4th position and cement their 7th spot in the rankings.
It was tricky today, all stage long, and then when you thought you were out of the dunes and you could relax a bit, then suddenly you got that 100 k per hour, you got a step down. So all the day we had to be focused, but we were focused, and again no mistakes, and like we are driving all second week. Actually we should have got another week of rally to be able to go into this top 5, but tomorrow's the last day, unfortunately, and something bad needs to happen before we need to get to the top 5. But we'll see. We'll first need to finish the stage.
Yeah, only one stage to go, but one stage. This is only the finish at the finish, but till now it's very good. The car is good. Toyota, the whole team did an amazing job till now, but we have still 300 kilometer stage to go, and everything can happen. And also we can climb up a little bit in the ranking, and let's see what tomorrow is giving to us.
Fernando Alonso and Mark Comer managed to repair their Hilux overnight with the assistance of some crew, as they enjoyed a much better second half of the marathon.
Today, the second part of the marathon, it was definitely difficult because the starting position 113, so we started behind the trucks and everyone, and the dunes were very soft. But I think we managed to complete the 2 days with not too many dramas, and one day left to finish Dakar.
The Spaniards are 13th overall, just under an hour outside the top 10, following an 8th place finish on the day.
All eyes on the final stage of the 2020 Dakar Rally. It was initially going to be an almost 450-kilometer journey from Harad to Kedia. But in some very bad news for Alatia and Bomel, it has been shortened.
I hear that there's been some oil spill or some problem with an oil pipeline, so I'm sure it's a valid reason, but a disappointing one.
We need something really technical, but I'm scared that we see how it was coming to Riyadh last week, and I'm scared that it will be again like a highway and too fast for us. So, but anyway, we'll push our maximum.
Welcome to the cockpit of Nasser Al-Attiyah's race car with Mathieu Baumel, the co-driver. He's going to explain what his role and his responsibilities are. I've got the steering wheel, Mathieu. What is yours?
Okay, so Nasser has the steering and some pedal with his foot, but me, I take care of all the rest. There is 2 GPS and 2 odometer.
Why 2?
2 because if there is 2 different kind of terrain, soft and hard, I can also set one for soft surface and one for hard surface. And then the GPS gives me the way to the waypoint as soon as I reach 800 meter radius of the center of the waypoint. Okay. And the second part is more to check everything technical of the car.
Lots of buttons in the middle of the car here. What are those?
Yeah, to start the engine, but also after, if you have any problem on the car with the sensor, I can override many of them just by the buttons.
I notice you have air conditioning.
No, I only have the button. Yeah, I need to take care of everything, and that Nasser can only focus on driving and to go more fast as possible. What I see on the roadbook, I try to explain to him, and he try to see what I have, the drawing on the roadbook, in front of us in reality.